the afternoon of day one. We're just hunting a bit of private property that we've got permission to. It holds good numbers of Sambar and Fallow, and yeah, we're lucky enough to be up here for the next 4 days and yeah, have a crack at. I'm going to try and chase the good Fallow buck. It's getting right to that prime time for him to come into rutting and at least be starting to move around a fair bit and find the does if they haven't already. But yeah, that's sort of my goal for this trip, is to try and get a good Fallow buck. And I mean, if Sambar turns up, and yeah, we might chase that, but yeah, we'll see how we go, and hopefully yeah, we hear a fair bit of croaking and carrying on, and we get close enough. We've got a couple of old Sambar antlers I'm going to use to try and rattle a couple in if possible. But yeah, looking forward to the next few days and hunting some pretty nice country and hunting hard and seeing what we can find. So yeah, keep us updated. I'll just give you a bit of an idea of what my plan is. I'm sitting up on this ridge, glassing over a pretty big system that has water down the bottom of it, and I'm just glassing all the fringe where all the state forest backs onto this private property, and haven't seen anything yet. The plan is to just keep glassing this probably another half an hour, which gives me about an hour before last light, and then I'm going to stalk down through this little gully below me and just slowly mooch my way along and see if I can turn up anything along the flats. It's pretty windy at the moment. It's going the right way, but I'm just wondering whether it's just keeping the deer tucked in the quiet areas. It's a very high possibility. Well, I just headed out on a morning hunt, and it was predicted rain overnight. And, unfortunately, didn't come overnight. It started up right at first light, but gives me a good chance to test out some of this new King's clothing, a new waterproof jacket, and yeah, just making my way up through a bit of a gully system. I had the farmer's cows follow me for a bit. It's been a bit of a pain, but sort of they stopped following me now. Seen one small buck on the drive in, but yeah, just kept on driving. We'll hunt this system and see what we can turn up. So, just having a bit of a glass on this opposite face. Just put up 2 does. I managed to get footage of one just with my phone. They were onto me straight away, but the wind hasn't been real favourable this morning. Started me stalk so that I was, downwind, and then as soon as I got into it, just changed. It was just going the complete opposite way than what I needed it to. But that happens sometimes. So yeah, the rain's sitting a bit at the moment. It's not real heavy, but just enough to be annoying. But yeah, not sure where to go from here, whether I go another gully system over or whether I just push down through this gully and just see if I can see any sign, if they've been in here. But yeah, we'll wait it out for a little bit longer and see if anything turns up. Well, it's the afternoon of day 2, and just made my way up to this ridge, glassing over a big section of the property, too far away to get a shot on anything, but I'm just waiting it out here at the moment, and then my plan is to stalk down from this ridge through a gully system and hopefully see some deer as they're feeding out from the bush line onto the private property. And Brandon's just stalking another gully system, and he's just spotted a few sambar, and from where I'm sitting I can pick them up. They're about 2 k's away. Had to zoom in with the camera to be able to see them. They're in a quite open patch, so I was able to get them on a little bit of footage with the camera, but can make out one is a smaller stag. Well, Brandon can anyway, because he's a lot closer, 500 metres. But yeah, so positive signs the deer are moving, and hopefully, yeah, we can, I can get in close to a couple this afternoon, and yeah, for a bit of action. Is he just a little bit bigger than that spiker, is he? Definitely not bigger than the first bullet. Oh, I can't tell too much at the moment. Just by the way, it's actually 3 deer there. There's actually 4 deer there. Oh, they're all just down below him. Yep, all 3 hinds are below, and then he's up above, smashing that tree. Yeah, I'm sort of blocked by the tree canopy. I've seen him drop down in there, but I just realised I was born too. Hang on. That deer down there, flats down here. So. See. How's the colour back? My heart's probably back. the morning of day 3 and just coming to the back end of my hunt. Another disappointing morning. We didn't see many deer. Punched into a different gully and walked up that. Had a lot of things favouring me, but unfortunately, yeah, it just didn't work out. Had a bit of rain. Thought that might have stirred them up a little bit, but yeah, still nothing. Seen one Sambar and 2 Fallow on the drive in, and then driving into the spot, and then I spotted that same Fallow spiker. He's probably moved 3 or 4 k's since yesterday. But yeah, I'm just making my way along a ridge now, just checking out some new country, just seeing if there's any nice glassing spots and it's worthwhile coming back into. It's quite open, the bush, so below the canopies, so it's nice stalking, but unfortunately just not seeing the sign that we would have liked to. Keep working our way along and see how we go. Meow. Alright, so finally had a bit of action for this morning. I've kept working this ridge along, come across some really good sign, some really nice game trails, some nice open country, and then finally heard some croaking, so I started making my way over there a little bit and put up 2 Sambar. One was a little spiker and a hind. Got a little bit of footage of them when they took off. I just got a bit close, and yeah, they were already on to me, but I'm going to keep making my way to where I heard the croaks and found a couple of little scrapes, or what I think are scrapes, and then yeah, I'm going to keep heading that direction and see if he gets vocal again. It's getting late in the morning now. Just punch back up to the same on the top of the ridge I did yesterday afternoon, and on the drive up here, I thought I left early enough so I didn't spook any deer, and as I was driving up, I seen 13 or 14 fallow deer altogether. I didn't see any bucks with them, but my plan is that the gully that they're in, I'll stalk back down right on last light, and hopefully they're back out again. It's our second last day here. Haven't quite seen the numbers that we would have liked, but still seeing a few. Heard a few croaks this morning. Later in the morning, only 1 or 2, and then went a bit quiet, so hopefully yeah, they're just starting to come on now, and we can get a bit of action this afternoon, and hopefully, yeah, lay eyes on some bucks moving around. But we'll see how we go. It's our last morning here. I'm just making my way up. I'm going to do the same hunt that I did yesterday morning. Walk the ridges around. Woke up this morning, heard bucks croaking. Not from this end of the farm, but closer back to camp, and that's where Brandon's going to go. Just got to keep getting back out here and have another go. Hopefully he still hasn't been spooked too far and he's still in the same area. And yeah, I'm going to try and drop in up a bit higher to where he is, and Brandon's going to come in from a bit lower, and yeah, we'll just see whether we can find him again. But yeah, looking forward to it. Last morning, last chance, and hopefully we can pull it off. Well, as you can see, it's pretty foggy at the moment. I'm making my way along the ridge now. Come over a bit of a spur before, and spotted 2 does. And I thought, oh, I'll just sit off these. And I tried to move into a bit better position, and sure enough, there was a buck right there, 20 metres away. Spotted me straight away, and looked to be a shooter. And just slowly tried to get my gun out or draw my gun, and yeah, the doe then obviously it was alerted because he was alerted, and she took off. He followed, and unfortunately, yeah, didn't get a shot at him. But that's hunting. I followed up his tracks for a bit, and he just went straight down to a thick gully. So I'll stick to my original plan, and yeah, hopefully with this fog, it should keep them moving a little bit later. I've heard a few croaks, but they've stopped now. We'll just yeah, keep pushing on, and hopefully the wind stays in favour, and yeah, the deer are coming up. So there we go. Okay, so I've just shot what I think's a nice fallow buck, and I was just down on this, working this ridge, down that nice open clear patch down there, and yeah, he's got a shot at him, and yeah, I've got blood, so we'll follow it up now, and yeah, pretty sure the shot was good, or yeah, very confident the shot was good, and with the blood trail that I've got, he won't be too far away, so yeah, let's go have a look. Perfect shot. Yeah. Well, here's the reward for 4 days of hard work. Start of this trip was pretty quiet. We didn't see the deer that we would have liked to have seen. Brandon managed to put what we believe was this buck up yesterday afternoon. Unfortunately, he missed, so we planned this morning to go back after him. I planned to get up on the ridge and get up over the back of where he was last seen and where he headed, and it was just one of those plan falling into place. I'd stopped in an open clearing and was just sort of chilling out for a bit, and next minute I seen a doe and a fawn make their way over, and I got a little bit lucky with it. The doe spotted me and sort of spooked a little bit. The fawn come running towards me, and was only 20-30 metres away, and then the buck come over the top, and because the fawn wasn't too spooked, he wasn't really too alarmed, so he just kept walking out. I got myself positioned and set up. I ranged the shot afterwards. I originally thought it was about 110, 120 metres, but I got that a bit wrong, and it was only 85 in the end where he stepped out from. So it's quite a solid buck. Looking at maybe a bit of an older animal, but yeah, definitely my personal best, and reward for 4 days of hard toil. It wasn't easy. I did a lot of kilometres around the private property and that we have permission to, and funnily enough I've shot him in state forest, so yeah, just a little bit of luck and a lot of persistence, and yeah, it's come together. So it's always enjoyable when a hunt comes together. It's not always about shooting an animal, but yeah, it certainly makes it a lot more memorable. And yeah, time to we'll take a little bit of meat. He's smelling a little bit. They haven't come into full rut yet, but you can see probably down on condition a little bit. But yeah, we might take the back straps and then make the way out. Got a bit of a trek out, so it should be good fun.